we're gonna get right into it. So the first thing that I like to do with like almost every workout is to start with some sort of breathing practice. You guys are all familiar with diaphragmatic breathing. So what I thought would be cool to get started with is a 90-90 diaphragmatic breathing drill. So if possible, we'll grab a piece of wall. If not, that's fine. But here's the goal. And if you want to take your shoes off, I've been told taking your shoes off is okay.
Yes.
Perfect. So here's what we're going to do. I like to think about this as creating a clean slate for your physical practice. You know, we're at the desk all day, we're in the car all day, we're generally like, yeah, kind of bringing this kind of attitude into the gym a lot of times. You know, it is what it is. But regardless of whether you're going to like destroy it or whether you're going to go into a yoga class or whatever, I think it's always helpful to just take a second to pause. So one of the things that we're going for here with this 90-90 breathing drill against the wall is the idea is to line up the pelvic floor with the diaphragm, which is why we're going to be laying on the floor so that we can even all that out. Hopefully I don't break this pack right off the bat. So 90-90 being 90 degrees from the knees, 90 degrees approximately at the hip. You can be a little bit deeper, that's totally fine. But all we're gonna do is breathe in deep through the nose, expand the belly. You guys all know these principles of diaphragmatic breathing. We're gonna push gently into the wall with the feet. We're gonna curl slightly down, essentially so that we've got the hamstrings and adductors slightly engaged. And we're just gonna chill here. Breath through the nose, big belly. What I'm gonna cue you to do after like the first minute or so is to start adding some overhead movement, as long as that feels okay for your shoulders there. But not very complicated to get started. So find a piece of wall. You can also just throw your feet up in midair. That's totally fine. I'm gonna put 2 minutes on the clock and we're just gonna breathe. So again, you're just thinking about nice neutral pelvis, relaxing the low back into the floor, relaxing your shoulders. If you guys are familiar with like the 360-degree circumferential breathing idea, you can kind of stick your thumbs into your obliques and you can like push your obliques out as you inhale. You not only want to think about breathing so that your belly is sticking out, but you also want to think about your belly expanding outwards laterally as well. All right, guys, now if you want to add the overhead component, you can kind of plug your fingers into the sky and start to let your thumbs come down to the floor behind you. And again, the idea here is just to kind of keep your rib and spine position in the same spot. You guys all have what looks like pretty good overhead mobility. It's looking good. Again, just keep that breath. And then kick yourself away, and we'll do dead bugs. So you know the drill, that's alternating left and right arm and leg. You can do these with bent arm and bent knee, straight arm, straight knee. Doesn't matter too much to me, as long as you're just kind of tapping into your core engagement here. Alrighty guys, finish up with just a couple more reps and then we'll pop on up.